Am I on? Am I live?
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? So I wrote a little intro. Should I say it? Damn. All right. You have water? Catch my breath here for a second. Whew. Hey, what's up, everyone? I am Blunt Boss KP, and this is my channel, Blunt Boss. I am hanging out in Denver, Colorado, and I am just living my best life. So my channel's purpose is to educate and evolve you on all things cannabis and just bring you what I can bring you. So if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, and if you liked anything in the video, I would like for you to subscribe and maybe check out what I'm into, if you want. You know, I'm not pressuring you. I don't care what you do. You're your own person. But it'd be cool. So, today is January 1st. I've been trying to shoot this video. I've actually shot this video like 4 times already. I just need to shoot it and get it done with because I'm tired of shooting this video and things not working. So, here we go. In this video, I'm going to cover the dispensaries I've gone to in the last 6 months, from June 10th of 2021 to December 31st of 2021. And for the last 6 months, I've gone to 11 dispensaries on record. I'm sure I've gone to more dispensaries than that. These are the ones I just have on record, so all the dispensaries I name are going to be recreational dispensaries. I do not own a red card, or what they call a medical marijuana card, here in Colorado. And so all the dispensaries you see are going to be recreational. They do have medical here in Denver. I just don't have access to get into one. So, a red card is for people with existing health conditions. So I hope I don't need to get one right away. So, it is what it is. So I'm going to start off with Aurora. These are dispensaries in Aurora, and the dispensaries I went to are Starbuds, and that's going to be on Montview. It's a nice dispensary. It's got a nice little waterfall. This is one of the first dispensaries I actually went to out here in Colorado, and it has a nice selection of bud. They have some really nice edibles and just a nice selection. It's a little costly, so I don't go there often, and when I do, it's because they have something I really want. So the next dispensary I went to this year often was the Green Solution, also on Mountain View, and I believe that one opened recently. It used to be on Colfax, if anyone remembers. Penny and I used to drive over to Colfax at late at night to go get some stuff, and then they closed and moved over to Mountain View, so now we moved as well and go over to Mountain View. It's a nice location. They have a nice big painting on the side of the wall. I believe it's an owl. Beautiful. And they have a nice selection. They've come a very long way, and they bring some things to the table you can't find anywhere else. So good for them, and I really enjoy everything I've tried from there. So I can't argue with that. The next dispensary I've gone to this year quite often is Exclusive Cannabis on 6th over in Aurora, which I've told you often. Actually did a video where I was there. My friend from work recently, originally told me, because I was like, where do you go? And she was, oh, I go to Exclusive. And I'm like, oh, okay. So the first time I went there, was kind of thrown off a little by it. I'm not quite can't remember why. I remember the weed was really good. I think it was because I went during like the midst of COVID, kind of, and everyone was just trying to get in, and 6 feet. What it was just a mess. So I think that's why I didn't like the experience. But I love Exclusive. I go there often now. They have great prices on flour and everything. Really, very friendly staff. You can ask them anything. They're great. And I will be going there again. So, Exclusive Cannabis on 6. So another dispensary I went to a lot this year in the last 6 months was Terrapin on 33rd. There are a couple of different locations. I've only been to the one on 33rd, and you have to cross the railroad tracks. I remember the first time trying to find it was fun, but we found it, and it's definitely a little gem. There, it's a one way, so you go in the first entrance on the left, and then you go out the back, or however they do it. I know it's a one way. I just remember that. They have an awning too, which I thought is really cool. I don't know why. I think awnings are great, and staff is really nice. Every time I walk in, the security guard is really nice. He always says, "Hi, how you doing?" And I think that's memorable. And they just educated Penny and I so much on different products that we just didn't know anything about. So, Terrapin is great. We'll be going back there, and they have great deals. And I think in August they just started their rewards program. So, hit that up, because that's great for them. Like, congratulations, you guys are doing it good. Another last well-known one that I go to a lot is Livewell on Peoria. It is right down. It's a stone throw away, and it's just easy to get to. It's quick, and selection. They have a great selection. Can't go wrong with anything, I think, coming out of there. They know how to grow their weed, and they just try to give you as much knowledge about what you're getting into as possible, which I think is great. I mean, they're very knowledgeable, the staff, and great selection, I think. So those are five dispensaries I go to in Aurora often. My next location is Federal Heights, and I went to Green Sativa, and that dispensary is a gem, because prices are OTD, and they're tucked away in the corner. Security guards always nice. They have a nice selection of products. I mean, they have, I think they're always pulling in the best flavors, and they have, pretty good deals. So, I wish it wasn't so far away from where I am, but they are really cool. So if you're in that area, check them out. I need to check them out again. My next location is going to be Thornton, and I went to Medicine Man in Thornton. I don't remember what road it's off of, but it's pretty cool. When you walk in, you have the symbol in the floor. It's pretty wide open. You have lights. It's pretty neat. I went during COVID, so they did a line, and you walk through, and they have kind of like a nice display explaining different products, and how many options you have. I can't quite remember what I got, but I remember the price. I believe the price was pretty good, and the quality was really nice. So I didn't quite record that one, but you live and you learn. My next location is going to be out in the mountains. And that dispensary is going to be High Country Healing. That was such a cool dispensary. What it reminds me of is the Adirondacks from back home. Kind of like something you find out there. And you're going up these metal stairs, and you walk through like a sketchy door, and you're like, oh boy, what am I getting into? And you walk in, and it's just so cool. It's very cabin, very rustic. And off to the left is a grow room they have, and then they grow small batch of different flowers every every season, every time they grow a batch, and you can see the flower in process growing live right in front of you and see what it looks like in different stages. And then the check-in people were great. I mean, they're very friendly. We walked in. I went with my dad actually and my stepmom. It was their first dispensary, and honestly, it was I couldn't have asked a better dispensary to walk into. It was great. Very, like I said, they were very knowledgeable. My dad ended up getting some gummies, which we had later that night, and they were delicious. And then I looked at some flour they had. Smelled beautiful. I believe it was a sativa, and I've never even heard of it. So they bring up some strain. They bring strains up there. I mean, I don't know, or well, they grow them right there. So if you can check out that place, if you're up in the mountains. My last location is the great city of Denver, and the dispensary I went to there often is Golden Meds on Peoria. That is in the city limits of Denver, so I went there. And Golden Meds is really a very nice dispensary. The folks there are really, really nice. Prices are wonderful, and their selection is huge. I mean, they pull in strains I've never heard of, growers I've never heard of, growers I love, growers I have heard of, and they always have, probably your favorite strain on hand. So check them out. They're cool. They have a couple locations. I've only been to the one in Peoria or on Peoria. So another dispensary I went to was Solace Meds over on East Colfax. And it's a cute little house, which is it's next to another dispensary. I can't remember what. It's a greenhouse, and it has a sign in the yard. Usually it has like 20% off, or, it says something. So the folks in there are really nice. It's a very homey feeling. Like I said, it's a house, literally a house. So you walk in, and the guy, actually, that's where I went to go find a certain brand of a certain grower and a certain strain. It was sour diesel for my birthday, and I went there because they had it. And what ended up happening is the guy is from Oswego, which is the town over from where I'm from. So it's just, a small world. Like, what are the chances of that? And he ended up giving me a joint for my birthday, and it was, just such a great experience. I love going to them, and I will, I always mean to go back. So hopefully you gotta put it on the agenda. So. And I'm ending with my favorite dispensary, and the one I probably went to the most in the last 6 months, and probably in the last year, is going to be Affinity on East Colfax. I know you've seen it. I know you've heard it. Your friends talk about it, probably. And it is my favorite dispensary. They're very knowledgeable. They have a great staff. They have a beautiful building. I mean, they care about what they look like. They pay an artist to come out and paint, and it's beautiful. I mean, hello.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Sure you didn't.
I'm sorry, stupid.
Do you wanna Penny and her legs over here?
Sorry.
Almost done. So Affinity, they have great rewards, a great reward program, and the prices are out the door, OTD, which is wonderful. You don't have a headache trying to figure out the tax. They get some of the best flour around. I mean, I fell in love with a lot of flour they have, and they bring in quality flour. If it's, let's see, say if you get like the lower shelf flour prices, you're still going to get a great quality flour no matter what. And, they really oversee what they bring in and, what they care about. They have a wide selection. You can get, uh, they've just brought in Bloom County recently, so now you can get Bloom County. They've had Snacklands. You can get Natty Rims, which is my favorite. Uh, just some beautiful growers. Pon, just Urban, excuse me. So, they have some cool strains, and they always have, the staple strain. They'll have your favorite, or if they don't, they'll show you what's close or maybe something you would like. So, I can't talk enough, great things about them. They have an ATM inside. Like I said, if you're going into the dispensary, you always get cash, but they have an ATM inside if you forget it or if you're in a pinch for time. They have happy hour deals, which is really cool. If you go in between, I think it's like 9 a.m. to like 12 and then like 2:30, or I don't even know. But they have happy hour times. Check them out, and they shave off like $5. It's pretty neat. Yeah. So, and one of the only issues I've actually ever come across with Affinity is that they bring in some really popular strains. And let me tell you, Affinity has made a name for itself in the last year that I've seen it. And they first opened up in 2015, so they're 6 years in business and they are killing it already. I mean, they're just a rolling stone and they're not going to stop. So if you see a strain you like I saw Glue is my favorite from Natty Rims, and if you see a strain you like, my advice is to get it that day or the day after, because the day after that it's going to be gone. I recently went to go get a popular strain, and they literally said they had a jar left, and it was the day after the strain dropped. So if you have a favorite, my advice would be to, pick it up as soon as you can and pick up a lot. I bought an ounce, and I'm gonna hold on to it because I know, once you grow something like that, only batches grow so often, and this and that. So yeah, so those are the dispensaries I went to in the last 6 months. On record, like I said, I believe I probably went to more dispensaries. I just didn't write them down, so I don't remember. But some of my second choices after Affinity would have to be Livewell Peoria, and my third choice after that would have to be Terrapin. And the most memorable dispensary of the last 6 months is probably High Country Healing, just because I went with my parents, and I think they have a beautiful shop, and I think it was just great. I loved it. Some of the dispensaries I would love to go to in the next 6 months would be Pig and Whistle over in Denver. I've heard so many things about them, and I believe it's it's in Denver, so I just have to get over there. Another one is Eclipse Cannabis Company, which is out in Boulder, and I heard Boulder has some pretty fire weed, so I've heard of Eclipse a few times, and maybe Penny and I could make a day trip. This would have to be the Denver Kush Club down in Denver. I think that is just an iconic dispensary. I've heard of it, I've seen it, maybe not. Anyways, if you've been to any dispensaries around here that I should check out, drop it in the comments, or what your favorite dispensary is and why, and why you love going to your dispensary. I mean, I love when a dispensary is quick. You can get in and out. I think that's my favorite, when they know what they're talking about, and just you can tell when someone has been in the game for a while. So it's just nice to see when people have certain knowledge and you're like, thank you. So I asked Bruja what her favorite dispensary was, because she does not smoke, but I often send her in to go for me, And as a non-smoker, I wanted to get her take on what her favorite dispensary is and why. And she picked Livewell on Peoria, and here's what she said. I am fond of Livewell on Peoria. The staff is always friendly and knowledgeable. They always answer my questions and don't seem annoyed by them. It's always really quick, too, when I pop in. No crazy waits. So, that's said from a non-smoker. Congratulations, Live Well on Peoria. You are her favorite dispensary. So, yeah. Can't wait to check out more dispensaries. 11 dispensaries. That's a lot. Damn, my ass is everywhere. Alright, gotta wrap up this video. I hope you guys did have a happy new year. It was great. We are now in 2022. Rest in peace, Betty White. Oh, what a legend. I can't believe it, but we gotta move on. Ugh. Ugh. That's so sad. But anyways, so if you like the video, please drop a like. Like I said, please tell me your favorite dispensary. Why? Maybe I can check it out. I'd love to check out Exhale out in Las Vegas. Possibly this year. Maybe. We'll have to see. And keep on moving. So, all right. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great new year. Best wishes. And you make all your goals and dreams come true. Because no one else is going to do that for you. Please smoke responsibly. We need everyone at the next session. And be safe. Peace.